One of the most controversial aspects of Taylor Swift's 2023 Eras Tour was the ticket pricing. Fans were outraged when they saw tickets for her shows being resold for astronomical prices on secondary markets, some reaching over $22,000. This prompted a public outcry and a call for more transparency and regulation in the ticket industry. In response to this situation, two Massachusetts lawmakers, Dan Carey and John Velis, introduced a bill that would require ticket sellers to disclose the face value of tickets, the fees they charge, and the number of tickets they hold back from the public. The bill would also prohibit ticket scalpers from using bots or software to buy large quantities of tickets and resell them at inflated prices. The bill was inspired by Taylor Swift's advocacy for fair and ethical practices in the music industry. The pop star has been vocal about her support for artists' rights, such as owning their masters and controlling their creative output. She has also been generous with her fans, often surprising them with gifts, donations, and personal messages. The bill's sponsors hope that their legislation will protect consumers from being exploited by unscrupulous ticket sellers and scalpers. They also hope that it will encourage more artists to follow Taylor Swift's example and stand up for their fans and their values. One of the main goals of the bill inspired by Taylor Swift is to make ticket prices transparent for consumers. The bill would require ticket sales companies to fully disclose the total cost of tickets prior to purchase, including all fees and taxes. This means that you would know exactly how much you are paying for a ticket before you enter your credit card information. No more hidden fees, surcharges, or service charges that inflate the price of tickets at the last minute. The bill would also prohibit ticket sales companies from using deceptive practices, such as misleading advertising, false scarcity, or bots that buy up tickets and resell them at higher prices. The bill aims to protect consumers from being ripped off by unfair and predatory ticket sales practices. By making ticket prices transparent, the bill would also help artists like Taylor Swift, who want their fans to have access to affordable and authentic tickets. The bill would ensure that the money from ticket sales goes to the artists and venues, not to third-party brokers or scalpers who exploit the demand for tickets. The bill would create a fair and competitive market for ticket sales, where consumers have more choices and information, and artists have more control and revenue. One of the main features of the bill that Taylor Swift inspired is that it would ban dynamic pricing for tickets in Massachusetts. Dynamic pricing is a strategy where businesses change the prices of their products or services based on the current market demand. For example, an Uber ride can cost more during peak hours than during off-peak hours. This is also common in the airline and hotel industries, where prices can fluctuate depending on the season, the availability of seats or rooms, and other factors. Dynamic pricing can benefit businesses by allowing them to maximize their profits and adjust to changing consumer preferences. However, it can also harm consumers by making them pay more than they expected or budgeted for. This can create a sense of unfairness and frustration among customers, especially if they feel that they are being exploited or manipulated by the businesses. The bill would prohibit dynamic pricing for tickets to live events, such as concerts, sports games, theater shows, and festivals. This means that the price of a ticket would be fixed at the time of sale and would not change based on demand or other factors. The bill would also require ticket sellers to disclose all fees and charges up front, so that consumers can see the total cost of a ticket before buying it. The bill aims to protect consumers from price gouging and deceptive practices by ticket sellers. It also seeks to promote transparency and fairness in the ticket market, which can benefit both consumers and artists. By banning dynamic pricing, the bill would ensure that fans can access tickets at reasonable and consistent prices, regardless of when they buy them or how popular the event is. It would also prevent ticket scalpers from buying tickets at low prices and reselling them at higher prices, which can create artificial scarcity and drive up the demand. The bill was inspired by Taylor Swift's decision to use dynamic pricing for her Reputation tour in 2018. Swift's team used an algorithm to adjust the prices of tickets based on demand, which resulted in some fans paying hundreds or thousands of dollars more than others for the same seats. Swift's team claimed that this was a way to combat scalping and reward loyal fans, but many fans felt betrayed and angry by the price changes. Some fans even accused Swift of being greedy and hypocritical, given her reputation as a champion of consumer rights and artist empowerment. The backlash from Swift's fans caught the attention of Massachusetts State Representative Taki Chon, who filed the bill in January 2019. Chon said that he was a fan of Swift himself and that he wanted to protect her fans and other consumers from unfair pricing practices. He also said that he wanted to support artists like Swift who create live events that bring joy and entertainment to people. The bill has received mixed reactions from different stakeholders in the ticket industry. Some consumer advocates and artists have praised the bill for its pro-consumer and pro-artist stance. They argue that dynamic pricing hurts fans who cannot afford to pay high prices or who miss out on tickets due to scalping. They also claim that dynamic pricing does not benefit artists as much as ticket sellers, who pocket most of the profits from price changes. However, some ticket sellers and industry experts have criticized the bill for its anti-market and anti-innovation approach. They contend that dynamic pricing is a legitimate and effective way to manage supply and demand in a competitive market. They also assert that dynamic pricing benefits both consumers and artists by offering more choices and flexibility for different types of buyers. For example, some buyers may prefer to pay more for convenience or certainty, while others may prefer to pay less for risk or spontaneity. The bill is currently pending in the Massachusetts legislature and has not yet been voted on. It is unclear whether it will pass or not, as it faces opposition from some powerful players in the ticket industry. However, the bill has sparked a lively debate about the ethics and economics of dynamic pricing, as well as the role of artists like Taylor Swift in shaping public policy.